Good morning. Today we will learn about Ampere's circuital law. Ampere's circuital law is very similar to Gauss theorem in electrostatics. Gauss theorem helps us to find the electric field due to different bodies. Similarly, Ampere's circuital law helps us to find the magnetic field due to different current carrying conductors. So, we may start with Ampere's circuital law. Ampere's circuital law. So, Ampere's circuital law will enable us to find the magnetic field around a current carrying conductor. Just like how Gauss theorem helps us to find the electric field of any metallic body, this Ampere's circuital law will enable us to find the magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor. So what is Ampere's circuital law? The line integral of the magnetic field around any closed path in free space is mu0 times the total current enclosed by the path. The line integral of magnetic field around any closed path. So from the previous class we know that if there is a current carrying conductor, then there will be a magnetic field present around this current carrying conductor. So the line integral of that magnetic field, the line integral of that magnetic field will be mu0 times the current enclosed by the closed path. So very similar to Gauss theorem, in the case of this Ampere's circuital law, we need to imagine a closed path. In the case of Gauss theorem, we need to imagine a Gaussian surface. It is nothing but a closed surface. So similarly here there is a closed path. So line integral of the magnetic field around any closed path means, line integral means what? Integral dl, we know. But line integral of magnetic field means it is integral dl into b, or b integral dl, or simply it is integral b dl, or since b should be is a constant, we may write what? B into integral dl. Then what is a closed path? So around this current carrying conductor we can imagine a closed path, right? And dl is a small portion of that closed path. So this is dl. So when we integrate this dl, then which is multiplied b by b will give what? Mu0 times the current enclosed, or it is nothing but what? Mu0 into I. Now since this integration is over a closed path, this integration can be done over a closed path. That means what? So that means it is the integration over a closed path. So this circle or this integration sign represents integration over a closed path. So integral dl and integral dl over a closed path are different. So integral dl means you are integrating for a length dl. There will be a starting point and there will be a finishing point. But in the case of integration over a closed path, the path should be closed. That means you have to return to the starting point. That is the integration over a closed path. So b into, or closed integral b dl, closed integral b dl is equal to mu0 I, is the mathematical statement of Ampere's circuital law. Closed integral b dl is equal to mu0 I. So it is done with the help of an Amperian loop. So the closed loop that we are using to find the magnetic field using this Ampere's circuital law is called Amperian loop. So what is Amperian loop? It is nothing but a closed path around a current carrying conductor. Then there are many applications for this Ampere's circuital law. And the first one that we are discussing is the magnetic field due to a long straight conductor. So first we may imagine a long straight conductor. So this is the long straight conductor which carries a current I. And suppose we want to find the magnetic field at the point P. So the first step is to construct an Amperian loop that contains the point P. So very similar to Gaussian surface. In the case of Gauss theorem, what we do is we construct a Gaussian surface that contains the point P. Similarly here we construct an Amperian loop that contains the point P. So here we may draw a circle around the conductor such that the current carrying conductor pass through the center of the loop, so that the distance from the current carrying conductor to the point P will be the radius of the circle, or it will be the radius of the Amperian loop. Now applying Ampere's circuital law, closed integral B dl is equal to mu 0 I. So here dl means it is a very small portion of the closed path. Now integral dl means what? You are integrating small dl's together. That is the meaning of integral dl over a closed path. So integral dl over a closed path means what? We are putting small dl's together, and we are integrating all these, or we are putting all these dl's together. Then what we get is the 2 pi r if r is the radius. So it is a very simple mathematics. So here we have small pieces of dl, and now next we are integrating, or we are putting all the dl's together. So what you get is the 2 pi r. So now the integration is over a closed path. So integral closed dl is equal to 2 pi r. Therefore here b into 2 pi r will be equal to mu 0 I. Therefore what is b? B is equal to mu 0 I by 2 pi r. So this equation mu 0 I by 2 pi r is the mathematical statement of, or mathematical equation of, the magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor at a distance r. And from this we can see that when r increases, what is r? R is the distance from the conductor. So when r increases, we can see that b will decrease, or b is inversely proportional to r. So if we move away from the current carrying conductor, b will decrease. Then it is proportional to the current I. That means if there is more current through the conductor, then there will be more field. Mu 0 by 2 pi is a constant. Therefore b is directly proportional to I, and b is inversely proportional to r. So this is how the magnetic field depends on the current and distance from the conductor. Then our second application is magnetic field due to a long solenoid. So this is the solenoid. So it is nothing but a coil wound over a frame like this, and the current is passing through the solenoid, or through this long solenoid. Let L be the length of the solenoid, and I is the current through the solenoid. So the current I is going like this. You can imagine it is going like this. Then next we may apply Ampere's circuital law, and before that we want to construct Amperian loop here. So in this case we are constructing an Amperian loop which is nothing but a rectangle. So PQRS is the rectangular Amperian loop around the, or that contains the current carrying conductor. L is the length of the solenoid. Now we may apply Ampere's circuital law, that is closed integral B dot dl is equal to mu 0 I. Then what is the meaning of this closed integral B dl? So if L is the length, we know we may imagine, or we may make it into small pieces of dl length of equal length. So closed path means if we start from P, then P to Q, Q to R, R to S, then S to P. That is a closed path. So here we have four sides: side PQ, side QR, side RS, and side SP. So this closed integral dl can be divided into four different sections, or closed integral B dl can be decomposed as. So this way we can rewrite closed integral B dl, that is integral B dl from P to Q. So here it is a closed path. Here this is not the closed path. This is the integration from P to Q. So the integration we are doing from the point P to Q. So P to Q is not a closed path. So that is why there is no circle given here. This is a simple integration. So integral P to Q, or we are doing the integration from P to Q. So integral B dl from P to Q, then plus integral B dl from Q to R, plus integral B dl from R to S, plus integral B dl from S to P. So this is how we can rewrite this closed integral B dl. Because the closed path consists of four sections, that is side PQ, or integral dl from P to Q, integral dl from Q to R, integral dl from R to S, then integral dl from S to P. So this way we can decompose the closed path dl. Now what is the value of integral B dl from P to Q? So integral B dl from P to Q is nothing but B into L, where integral dl is equal to L. If L is the length of the solenoid, then integral dl from P to Q will give the length L. It is a very simple integration. So closer, so therefore integral B dl from P to Q is equal to BL. There is one more point, that is here. So this is how we are making this DL. That is there are so many DLs. We can divide this L into small DLs, and we are integrating all these DLs, or we are putting all the DLs together so that we are getting the length L. Then there is one more reason, that is the magnetic field is parallel to axis of the solenoid. So here B, the magnetic field B will be parallel to the axis, or magnetic field B will be parallel to the length DL. It will be parallel to length DL, or it will be parallel to L. Therefore the angle is 0 and cos 0 is 1. Therefore this is B into L. So integral B dl from P to Q will give BL. Then what is integral B dl from Q to R? So this is the distance, this is side Q to R. So here dl means what? A small portion of the side QR can be taken as dl, and we can see that in that case that dl will be perpendicular to the magnetic field B, right? So this is how B is present, and dl is perpendicular to that, and cos 90 will be 0. Therefore the value of B dot dl will be 0. That means what? For the side QR there will not be any magnetic field present. Then we have the third section, that is integral BDL from R to S, which is again 0 because the magnetic field will be 0 just outside the solenoid. It is found that just outside the solenoid, the magnetic field B is 0. Since B is 0, the value of integral BDL from R to S will also be 0. Then the last part, that is integral BDL from P to S. In this case again, this is the side PS, therefore DL will be here. And in this case also, B and that is the magnetic field and the distance DL will be perpendicular. So BDL cos 90 will be 0. So ultimately, the value of integral BDL, ultimately, the value of closed integral BDL will be only BL, right? B into L, because all other section will give 0 value. Therefore, closed integral BDL is equal to BL. Or we can rewrite this Ampere circuit, which is closed integral BDL is mu 0 I. So in place of this closed integral BDL, we are writing B into L. But before that, suppose that there are n number of turns. If there are n number of turns, then this Ampere circuit law can be written as closed integral BDL is equal to mu 0 into Ni, right? There is not a single conductor or there is not a single current carrying element. There are n number of turns. If there are n number of wires for this solenoid carrying current I, then this equation will be mu 0 Ni. Therefore, BL is equal to mu 0 Ni. So the reason for this N is there are n number of turns. Each of these turn carries a current I. Therefore, this equation will become closed integral BDL will become mu 0 into Ni. Therefore, BL is equal to mu 0 Ni, which implies B is equal to mu 0 Ni divided by L. Now this N by L we are taking as a constant, or this represent the total number of turns per unit length. So that B is equal to mu 0 Ni, where the small n represent total number of turns per unit length. Therefore, this equation B is equal to mu 0 Ni represent the magnetic field due to a solenoid. And again, this shows that if we increase the current through the solenoid, then the magnetic field will increase. Another way to increase the magnetic field is to increase the number of turns. So for the same current, if we increase the number of turns over this coil, then again we can increase the magnetic field due to this long solenoid. Okay, so with this we are winding up here. Thank you for watching.